platform which recognizes that India's young population is the country's biggest strength. A pedestal that takes learning and teaching to a higher level. And a forum which makes the Indian youth self-reliant and self-sufficient. This is what the recent 3-day mega event India Skills 2016 sought to showcase. An event billed as the Olympics of skill in the country.
नेशनल स्किल डेवलपमेंट जो काम करती है, जो टारगेट ग्रुप है, जिसको वो इन्फ्लुएंस करना चाहती है, वो आप हैं।
आपके पास टैलेंट है। हम लोग इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप जीता क्रिकेट में, अभी स्किल में वर्ल्ड कप जीतना चाहिए हम लोग।
आज जो एक सामाजिक विषमता पैदा हो गई है कि जो डिग्री कौशल का माध्यम बनना चाहिए था, डिग्री के माध्यम से हम लोग कौशल को प्राप्त करते, वो डिग्री खुद में एक एंड होकर रह गई है। अब लोग डिग्री के पीछे भागते हैं, डिग्री के मार्फत जो कौशल प्राप्त करना चाहिए उसे भूल जाते हैं। तो हमें फिर से ये कोशिश करनी है कि किस तरह हुनर को, कौशल को समाज में एक सही स्थान दिलाएं।
केवल आज हम यहीं पे इकट्ठा नहीं है, पूरे देश भर में आज देश के युवा इस कार्यक्रम की ओर देख रहे हैं।
Launched on the World Youth Skills Day on 15th of July, this mega 3-day event is a testament to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's aim of the self-reliant Indian youth and is being given able direction by the Ministry of Skills and Development in India, headed by Rajiv Pratap Rudy. The event, which was held in New Delhi, launched off with a traditional cultural ceremony which was a salute to our diverse culture.
आइए हम सब मिलकर भारत को विश्व की कौशल राजधानी बनाने के लिए आज प्रतिज्ञा करें कि इंडिया विल बी स्किल कैपिटल ऑफ द वर्ल्ड।
After the cultural events, an upbeat Rajiv Pratap Rudy, Minister of State for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, flagged off the Skillathon, which saw a huge crowd participating with gusto and enthusiasm.
Mine is the newest ministry. The biggest challenge for the Skill Development Ministry was two scale. One was convergence, because there was some existing skills happening, but not in a structured way. And the second challenge was to put an ecosystem for skills. The Prime Minister has launched the Make in India program. Make in India has to be facilitated by makers in India, and this is the job and the challenge in front of the Skill Development Ministry.
The enthusiastic participants in the Skillathon included school students and students from various vocational institutions like ITI, technical institutes and non-governmental organizations who are working towards the goal of skill development in India.
हेल्थ केयर भी हमारे यहाँ पे स्किल डेवलपमेंट में अभी पार्टिसिपेट लिया हुआ है, जिसमें हम स्किल डेवलपमेंट को और ज़्यादा इनिशिएट और ज़्यादा बढ़ाने के लिए हम इस यहाँ पे पार्टिसिपेट किए अपने बच्चों के साथ में।
ये रैलीज ली है ताकि हम स्किल, जो भी इंडिया में जितना भी ज़्यादा स्किल है उसको जितना ज़्यादा बढ़ा सकें और वो आगे बढ़े और ऊंचा उठे।
जरूरी नहीं है कि आप एकेडमिक में ही हो, आपके पास अगर हुनर है तो आपकी हर जगह कदर है। हुनर है तो कदर है।
The Skillathon rally that had young students enrolled in the skilled training program actively participating was flagged off from India Gate and travelled via Rajpath and the National Museum and finally concluded at Vigyan Bhavan.
स्किल के बारे में जानने के लिए आए हैं कि स्किल को कैसे बढ़ावा मिल रहा है और कुशल भारत में कैसे समृद्ध भारत बनता जा रहा है, उसकी जानकारी के लिए हम यहाँ आए हैं सर।
जो हम कोर्स कर रहे हैं स्किल डेवलपमेंट का, हम चाहते हैं कि लोगों को जागरूक कर सके और इससे भी लोग जुड़ सके।
Skill India is the largest human resource intervention exercise ever attempted in the history of mankind by any country. We are talking about skilling 400 million youths by the year 2022. NSDC has set up all over the country, a network of almost 9,000 training centers. And last year we trained almost 35 lakh people in 1 year itself. India Skills, which are competitions actually. Their youths, almost 5,000 youths all over the country had registered, and through a filtration process at the state level, they have come here and they'll be competing in those skills at Pragati Maidan for next 2 days. The winners there would be awarded by Mr. Rajiv Pratap Rudy, who's our skills minister. And finally, they will get closer to their selection in the team that will represent India in the Abu Dhabi World Skills Competition. There is a huge amount of excitement in the industry also, because industry is going to be the beneficiary of Skill India mission. See, industry has also warmed up towards Skill India in a major way. A lot of corporates are giving their corporate social responsibility funds to us. Each person in this country has to walk the talk when it comes to Skill India. With the formation of this skills ministry by Government of India, I think we are getting closer to that step. Only 4% of our skilled, of our labor force is actually skilled in a classroom and have certificates. People, especially those who are at the bottom of the pyramid, how we could channelize their energy, and they all contribute towards India realizing the demographic dividend that's in store for us. The National Skill Development Corporation works at 3 levels, or maybe 4 levels. One is that we give soft loans to training partners at 6% rate of interest. Second thing that we have is that we have 41 sector skill councils, most of them representing vertical. For example, for auto we have one, IT we have another, hospitality we have another, retail we have another. So they tell us that the industry wants these kind of job roles, these are the demands, and they also have the occupational standards, the national occupational standards they design based on which the training happens. This is the second thing. And third, which is most important task that we do is, which is to evangelize skills in the country, which is very, very important for us, for an area, for a sector which is still not as aspirational in the country. And fourth is, we implement the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, which is the flagship scheme, the signature scheme of the country, which has just been cleared by the Union Cabinet.
At Vigyan Bhavan, where the rally culminated, there was a unique event which saw President Pranab Mukherjee, Textiles Minister Smriti Irani, Rajiv Pratap Rudy, Minister for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Prakash Javadekar, Minister for Human Resource Development, Venkaiah Naidu, Minister for Urban Development, and Jitendra Prasad from the Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region all unite for this mission.
The challenge is how to scale the quantity. Itne sare log, when we talk about 40 crore people to be trained. And we actually trained 1.04 crore people in the past 1 year, which was a small number, but yet we did it. The challenge was quality, the challenge was convergence, the challenge was scale, the challenge was speed. And we have addressed all 4. And today, under the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, we would be training 1 crore people in next 3 years just on Government of India and Ministry of Skill Development.
I am hopeful, Rajiv Pratap Rudy ji, under your leadership, we can expand the skills program even in the field of agriculture in conjunction with the textile ministry, so that the cotton that India produces can be contamination free and get not only more income for our farmers, but also in a way facilitate the garment industry. I am extremely happy to share with the entire audience that the textile industry is the second largest employer in the country after the agriculture sector. We are extremely blessed that there is a projection of at least 25 million jobs by the year 2022 if the textile industry gets an added impetus and support from the Government of India, as is envisaged by the Honorable Prime Minister in the new revival package of 6,000 crores that has now been put forth for the use of the industry.
विडंबना ये थी 12 साल पढ़ाई करे किताबों में उसको सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा, लेकिन जो 10 साल पढ़ाई करे किताबों की और 2 साल तकनीकी शिक्षा प्राप्त करे उसको वो इज्जत नहीं थी, उसको पात्रता नहीं थी। कितना बड़ा अन्याय था, वो अन्याय आज दूर हो रहा है।
Pranab Mukherjee also unveiled several new initiatives in the direction of skill development and enhancement amongst the youth of India, and memorandum of understandings between the various arms of the government were also exchanged, giving Skill India a renewed shot in the arm and a new vigor.
Being a student of science, I never say anything without evidence or just for the sake of pepping up a friend like Rudy ji. And therefore, I would substantiate it by saying that for many years I have been going around telling the whole world and the country that space technology is not all about launching rockets from a god-forsaken place like Sriharikota. And I think Rudy ji is the first countryman I met who had the skill to understand the skill of space technology. The wide, huge and unrealized potential of space technology in a large number of new initiatives of contemporary India, whether it is in the field of urban development, constructions, laying down of rail networks, is precisely what space technology looks forward today. And in fact, in my ministry, I am even using it for the utilization certificates because it reduces the time and it also eliminates the possibility of any manipulation or maneuverability.
I feel extremely happy the response this program is getting today. We don't believe in days because it's not a question of one day alone. Symbolically, it may be World Skills Day. But we are fortunate to have the largest youth population in the world. India is blessed with the largest population of the youth in the world. Unfortunately, we have the skill and we have the political will also. Skill and will together can really take the country forward. That's my confidence.
India has the largest number of working age population in the world. More than 62% of our populations are in the working age group. 54% of the Indian population are in the below age group of 25. That means, in other words, India is a young nation of young population, and that gives the advantage, and we describe that demographic dividend as that advantage. But it has the other side of the story. If we cannot provide employment to 15 million people who are entering into the job market every year, unless we handle it appropriately and in time, this population dividend may be population liability and the situation may be explosive. And an explosive situation cannot remain explosive forever. Either it is to be diffused or it is to be converted into advantage.
After a charged up first day, Day 2 and 3 of India Skills 2016 opened with the same enthusiasm at a different venue, the halls of Pragati Maidan. The gusto with which students and people participated was evident in the scale of activity. This was the national event where more than 5,000 candidates who had registered from all over the country after clearing the regional rounds showcased their diverse skills and talent.
I think Skill India is the most fantastic initiative done by the ministry. The Honorable Minister has said that skilling has become a very important fact. Like in my skill, cutting hair, there is a certification to it. So no more is just that I learnt it from my father. I'm also certified doing this job.
Many people came over here when I was introducing some of the school children were also there. So they were asking me the basic question that how can I take this as a profession, how can I take it forward, and how can I become an architect or an interior designer or a contractor. So it shows that what interest they are having in it and how we can take it forward. This is a certificate that carries a big value for every plumber. Every plumber, according to the Skill India initiative, according to Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, will be getting a certificate like this.
We have a lot of success stories where people who have come out from a very low backgrounds, but they have doing very well. There are few working in kitchen, few are working in restaurants, and they're doing a marvelous job. A few of them have been selected to go abroad also.
We have been sponsored by NSDC, train about 25,000 people, which we have done in Pune. In the last Sao Paulo World Skill, that CREDIZE initiative, that we decided to send 2 people for 2 trades, that is bricklaying and tiling. Won the bronze medal in New Zealand at New Zealand World Skills. And finally in the World Skill at Sao Paulo, we have a young boy from Telangana who is here with me, who won the Medallion of Honor.
An event that wasn't just a display of the skills that equipped the Indian youth to be self-sufficient. Skillathon 2016 had participants showcase their skills in a one-of-its-kind competition as well, where they were monitored, marked and awarded at the end of the 3 days. The array of skill sets in different vocations were all showcased at the India Skills 2016 event. From fashion design and jewelry crafting to carpentry, beauty and styling, there were a whole host of categories in which the students battled it out with their skills and mettle.
The India Skills version that we have started this year, this is the first of its kind national competition that we have initiated. The idea is that we can use this competition as a platform for youngsters to showcase their skill and also make them aware of the opportunities that lie ahead for them. People who will rise up from India Skills platform will go on to represent India at the World Skills platform and maybe win laurels for the country. We are a small ministry with 40 odd people, but I think we have been trying to, whatever we have been able to achieve in 1 year, it is because of the support and the lot of support that we get within the government to work toward the Skill India platform. It has been a dream project and I think this is the project for India and all of us have to work together.
Apart from the different skills which were being showcased and judged at Pragati Maidan, there was a simultaneous session where experts from the skill industry shared their insights and experiences. After 2 days of this exhibition at Pragati Maidan for India Skills 2016, the stage was set to award the winners of the competition in the skill rounds. The event was graced by many luminaries and experts who emphasized that skilling the youth is the only way that India can progress and be a self-reliant nation. The importance of engaging our youth to strive to create a self-reliant workforce and the need for Indians to be able to compete in a globally competitive world. The 3-day Mega India Skills 2016 event was a reflection of these ideals.